London, if you wouldn't mind coming to the stage.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Just going to give you a little anecdote from my memoirs. Say that honesty is brutal, but the truth will set you free. When speaking honesty is unusual, what do you expect to breed? A PlayStation generation that stay placed, never levitating, brain-trained and separated from the you they're meant to be. So believe nothing that you hear, only half of what you see. If you ain't seen half the stuff I seen, must not know half as much as me. But then I know nothing really, just the darker love I see, the stark reality of what we can't imagine being. So I'm trying to piece together all these shards of shattered dreams, but the broken bits are poking in a dance and slash my feet. So though my laugh comes naturally, my happy hippie disposition, twisted vision in this prism as the glass refracted me. I saw a part of Brandon Lee that's well regarded as a freak. Saw the frightened little boy, and in the darkness that precedes, I saw the scars run down my cheeks, but it was calming and serene, as if I took parts of my past and then enlarged them on the screen. And objectively, I get to see the best of me and worst. But the lessons he projects to me are blessingly a curse. In actuality, the actions of this actor are not accurate. So I acknowledge every act, and now I'm left with what I'd learned. But in a house of mirrors, every step could be a turn. And I ain't chasing towels, though I've been rescued from the dirt, cause this old dog done gone learnt some new tricks. So now my destiny's reworded as the leopard re-emerged. Come and complete with that changeable cloth. You won't change, you won't grow, and you'll stay in your spots. That you're placed from the off in constraints they construct that are fashioned by men, but we're blaming the gods. Christ, he begged, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. But they know enough to know it's fucked. I know this much is true. Are they controlling us? They're so corrupt. The cold, they thrust us through. But life has pledged to bring them karma. And it's owed to some of you that license them to live the drama, call them puppets on a cotton string. But nothing is forgotten in the slums that we've been rotting in. The apple made us knowledgeable, so we're sipping cider to forget what we remembered and remember the forgotten things. That natural mystic of esoteric riches. But I hold it in my soul because I'm heaven sent to this pit where they fed us with their pig shit. We represent the misfits that cannot find the words, and so they tell them with their wrists slit. Cut me and I bleed. Whoever said I was thick-skinned? Trust me, man, I feel it in the belly of this big thing, where from west to east, we detest the beast, but existentially, we're blessing what they've sin-binned. Everything is everything. All will be revealed. The end is but the beginning, the core will be rebuilt. There's levels to be reveled in, you'd never get in mental frames. Don't ever underestimate the forces in the field. We take a quantum leap of faith into a paradigm of peace. When you come from seething flames, you can pacify the heat. We watch the seasons change as we sat there silently. Well, that defies belief. I mean, that I'd like to see. It's in the microcosm and the macrocosm. That when you finally find the top, you've barely scratched the bottom. And the celestial planets mirror the cells in their habits. We join the fusion and the fission, and we atom bomb them. I ain't an old soul. I'm an ancient one. I was here before the space that is encasing us was rearranged and then displayed as a matrix in a frame before the state we're in today became okay for us. For the shame that we embraced became the blame we judge with. Chains that they proclaimed would make us safe, they cut in vain until we say we're unafraid to trust. That we're created in a hazy maze of angel dust. But honest, ask me mum, I could run before I walked. Rhythm in the spirit, I would hum before I talked. Before I speak in proper words, I knew the meaning of them first. I knew the reason for my birth when I was sprung from what they call heaven or the relevant namesake that represent the wretched and the blessed the same way. I hear death. Can't be telling me I'll never resurrect. I was remembering Tibet when I was aged 8. And regression is what they said it was when I asked for information. From my inner child and higher self, they're tasked with regulation of my heart, of my path, and of my mind, and of my soul, and of the knowingness I stroll with on the path to revelations, where the dark is segregated, so we smother it and try to laugh through buried pain, or we be suffering inside. In there lies a cold heart and a stone cage, but ask and set the flame to rediscover what it's like. So let me start by paying homage to the mother of the light. From the heart, I make a promise to your lover in the sky, that I'm grateful for the grateful, and I'll be faithful to the faithful. Though some stars are made for dropping, some others are aligned. And when the higher self and the liar self and the others are combined, you'll find yourself when you're by yourself. Does it come as a surprise? Do you ever wonder what it's like to be one with what's inside, one with what's without, and the wonders of the night, to be one that lost their ego, one that lost their pride, one that lost the reason because some forgot the rhyme, they lost the rhythm of the story, they forgot forbidden knowledge, but then rediscovered it without the functions of the mind. Because the mind is the deceiver, your assumption wasn't right. Don't try to think, just feel it. It's the thunder beyond lightning. It's the sound of silence. The breath of fresh air. So drop the lid on optics, because it comes in a disguise. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. And can we welcome our next